How often do you look at your phone, see a call or many unanswered messages, but you just put the phone on the table and don't want to answer it? Or you're standing near the shelves in the supermarket and can't decide what to buy for a long time, although you've gone shopping 1,000 times and there were no problems before. Maybe you noticed how people put pressure on you. Instead, you wanted to hide far away from them. Or you've got a long list of things to do, but you've no desire to do them because it's difficult for you to even get out of bed. All these are signs of hidden depression. Hi, you're watching Wisey, a channel about anything and everything. Click like and subscribe to the channel. In this video, we'll figure out what's really going on with you. What can be the cause of such a condition? What are the signs of hidden depression, and how do we deal with it? Let's dive right in. No one can escape the modern frantic pace of life. Fatigue, bad mood, insomnia. It happens to the best of us. But there's a difference here. If after rest, sleep, walking, playing sports, the negative symptoms disappear, then everything is fine with you. If you are constantly bothered by fatigue, and you do not know how to recognize the symptoms of hidden depression, keep watching. In the past, most people thought depression was a myth. The data from the World Health Organization shows that more than 300 million people in the world suffer from depression. And this no longer seems like a myth. Where does depression come from? It's difficult to determine the exact cause of depression. However, there are factors that can provoke it. The first factor is major changes in life, traumatic events that a person cannot cope with alone. The second factor is hormonal changes or an imbalance of hormones in the body. The third factor, genetic heredity, is one of your close relatives had a depression condition. Then you are at risk. The fourth factor is destructive self-criticism, low self-esteem, and pessimism. The fifth factor, alcohol and drugs that cause imbalances in the brain and can contribute to the development of depression. The last, sixth factor, serious diseases that a person cannot accept and blame oneself for going to the doctor too late. How to understand that you have hidden depression. We all feel tired at the end of the day. This is normal. But when it becomes chronic, it's time to pay attention to it. According to statistics, more than 90% of people with depression feel tired and cannot maintain their usual rhythm of life. Neither rest nor sleep can cure chronic fatigue. I have a lot of work at home. Let's meet another time. I have to clean, go to the store, and so on. People with hidden depression do not want to be around other people. That's why they come up with excuses to communicate as little as possible with others, in particular with friends and relatives. Now, how about a little break? Let's take a quiz. There are many myths about depression, but which of them do you think are true and which are fake? A. Your depression will disappear if you adopt a more positive outlook on life. B. Depression is caused by laziness, so you need to work harder to avoid it. C. Older people are more prone to depression. D. You just need to drink in a bar with friends, and the depression will pass. E. Depression is only treated with pills. So which of these statements do you think is true? The answer is C. It's been scientifically proven that older people are more prone to depression. All other statements are false. Alcohol and overworking do not save from depression. Sometimes they can even increase it. But let's return to the symptoms by which you can recognize hidden depression. Inability to concentrate is another manifestation of latent depression. Did you notice during the conversation that you lost the essence? If this happens rarely, don't worry. However, if most of the time you get lost during conversations, forget, and can't organize your thoughts, this may indicate problems with memory and concentration, which is one of the symptoms of depression. Remember how often your mood changes drastically for no good reason. Depression can make any person completely emotionless. For example, someone deliberately tries to hurt you, make you angry, but you don't react. Or vice versa. People with latent depression may mask it with irritability and unwarranted anger. There is an inextricable connection between mood and sleep. Lack of sleep contributes to the development of depression, and depression provokes insomnia. If you sleep too much, from 10 hours or more, it can also be a sign of depression. Hidden depression is often called smiling depression. This is because people who hide their symptoms often put on a happy face when they are among people. However, it's difficult to always force joy. The mask can slip, and a person will show signs of sadness, hopelessness, and loneliness. By the way, here's an interesting fact of the day from Wisey. Did you know that according to statistics, women suffer from depression twice as often as men? And men are less likely to admit that they are depressed. In such a state, men begin to drink alcohol more often, work a lot, or even take drugs. At its worst, depression can lead to suicide, which kills. Can you imagine that? About 800,000 people every year, and that's why it's the second most frequent cause of death among young people aged 15 to 29 years. And now, let's go back to the symptoms of latent depression. Physical health deteriorates with depression, so pay attention to the following physical symptoms: constant back pain, exacerbation of chronic diseases, digestive problems, headache. Also, people with latent depression often complain of pain that doctors cannot explain. Does sport, games, your favorite hobby, or even sex no longer bring you pleasure? This can be a symptom of hidden depression. People in this state completely lose interest and a sense of satisfaction in their favorite activities. They are pessimistic about what's happening around them. An important sign of hidden depression is a change in appetite and weight. Some people eat because of discomfort and a bad mood, while others lose their appetite or eat less food because they are not in the mood. Such changes in nutrition lead to the fact that a person loses weight or gains extra pounds. A sharp change in weight is one of the factors of increasing the depressive state. So, let's summarize. Unfortunately, many people think that the face of a depressed person must show incredible sorrow or suffering. Without noticing, the person begins to say the following phrases: "Well, take it easy. You're actually doing well. At least look at the disabled or the hungry children in Africa. You worry too much. I've been in a worse situation. You call that problems? It's all because of laziness." Such phrases can only worsen the condition of a sick person. What should be done instead? Listen to the person and offer your help to do everyday things and follow the diet and sleep regimen. Offer to go to the doctor's consultation together. Remember, depression is nothing to be ashamed of. According to statistics, 1 in 20 people in the world suffers from this condition. The sooner you detect the symptoms of depression in yourself or a loved one, the easier and faster the treatment will be. And that's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and click the like button if you haven't already. We're always here to tell you about anything and everything. See you in the next videos.